Aho! Ho'oponopono, Javaguan, Namaste. Trina Christine Mason here, live now. Coming to you live from the office. Should I switch? Can I switch? We can switch. I already run the tub. I've been waiting for the water to get warm instead of like excruciatingly hot. I feel exceptionally dirty. I've been playing in the garden and outside. Time to create a healing vortex. Tub is filled with so much salt. I've been letting this soap dry on my skin. They've shrunk, and now let's see if they can get smaller. Tempted to get a brand new batch. Let's try not to soak the floor too bad, right? All right, be patient. How's that for ASMR? Some like loud. I have an idea. One moment. Better? Now I'm like wishing the bath was actually hotter. That moment when your shorts swell up. Yeah, that heat. I can't stop singing. It's like in my head over and over again. Crystal River, Silver Moon. Please do not try this at home. Breath holding is very serious, especially shallow water blackout. Guess how much salt and baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, is inside my tub? Let's try to start. I'll be like icing the wound. Speaking of ice bath next. Just kidding, I need to buy a bag of ice. Maybe 2. Ice bath at home? That's dedication. That's dedication. That's scary. Dedication is scary for me. Especially dedication to an ice cold bath. Woo. I do love the steam though. The steam definitely, I don't know if you can see the steam in the water. Here, I'll try to like, blah, blah, blah. Come on. There we go. Let me become the camera person. It's a shame the camera doesn't really capture everything that's like in reality, right? Like beautiful aromas or character. I wonder which one plunged. Oh, of course it's not a crystal, it's the soap. Is that a highlighter? Showing me the importance of soap, not to lose it, don't let it slip away, don't let it deteriorate in the water. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Aho, ho'oponopono, ho'oponopono, ho'oponopono. It means please forgive me. Thank you, I'm sorry. I love you. I love you, please forgive me. Thank you, I'm sorry. Ho'oponopono. I'm about to drop the soap. You got it. Come on. So everyone wants to be afraid of like all those other things. But if anyone's been on my channel for a mad long time, you would just know. You would know about what I'm talking about. Especially if you've seen my Mother's Day video from last year. We're coming up on a year on that. Crazy, right? And then like here we are. A year again. Like anniversary. WTF. Like did we not integrate the message? Do I gotta rewatch that? Like what's going on? Oh. I'm seeing the acupuncturist tomorrow. They're only allowing 1 person in at a time at this time. Isn't that wild? I have to wake up extra early. So bath time is coming early too. I'm like, I might even take another shower. If you only understood the skin and how it like eats everything that's like on top of it. There's a method to my madness in taking like thousands of pounds of salt. I'm being like overly dramatic. It's clearly not that many. But in case you're wondering the truth. Oh man. When the virus is dying, it's like itchy. And it's like, yeah, because it's healing, right? All of that. So it's like, it's Spread me. Spread me, itch me and spread me. No disease, you're staying right where you are. Oh man. Why is it that like only people in like the gym really like have empathy and understanding? I mean, there's others too whose like, lives have personally been affected by this strand. Again. What's better, the salt or the soap? What do you think? Who's the smartest one here? Who has the answer? Whose ego wants to speak first? Teach me. Quick. Thank you. I feel you. I'm grateful for you. Sometimes it's way easy to be like sour than to like go to that lighthearted butterfly, gentle childlike form of imagination and feeling and being. Aho! House. Hey. Do you know Stephen means crown? Holy teacher. I'm like, there's still not enough salt in here. But it feels like a waste because I question, like, how much can my body actually absorb? Maybe I should just go to a float tank and try that out. Maybe I need my own float tank. Oh, man. Wish I could read you. Give me a second. I'll try to read you. I am live. Yeah, sounds great. I can't get Crystal River, Silver Moon at my head. I just keep hearing them in this one like verse, like over and over and over again, repeating in my mind. It's not like an awful song, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. However, I don't know all the words, so that's kind of like my attachment. Oh. The control, the manipulation, it's awful. Can we just like eliminate that? Can it be possible? Is it possible? So maybe someone can do some homework for me. I learned this thing about this like so-called, I'm not sure, don't quote me, okay? Backtrace me. Supposedly there's like a French philosopher or something like that who stated this case of like where the Garden of Eden supposedly fell apart when Adam and Eve got possessive over each other. Heck did that come from? And like, what's his name? And what's the story? I want to know. Not that it's necessarily true or false as much as I'd like to just understand. You guys don't understand bacteria or disease or like microbes or yourselves, like, right? Microorganism, microbials. Like, I read this thing that this girl was like a writer, I felt like, or a poet, right? Because she was talking about our face all being tiny little mouths, or how our skin was. I don't remember her exact words or exactly who this was, but I remember seeing that. I was like, yes, that's exactly what it is. And then it works the other way, the secretions of what you eat coming out of your skin and your glands, the oils, the chemicals, understanding what it does to the brain as your field is processing that, as you touch stuff. We know scientifically when we touch stuff that we slightly become some of the DNA like mutated from touching that. Like you can look into that too. It's pretty fascinating, but also scary if you start to think, right? Science. Look into it. Do your homework. Don't let me be the teacher. Teach you. I'm just here. You're here because of you, not because of me. I'm just here, and then you came here, and then now we're here, and follow your intuition. Trust your gut instincts. I'm trying to just like keep my cool as I bide my time until in the morning, where I get to see who I like to call my doctor. However, most people don't acknowledge acupuncturists or herbalists or oriental medicine people as any type of seriousness. At least like in my social field, like I wish that there was people I could hug and that like fully understood. Like I've met a few, but I'd like to like really expand. And then for those that don't know, I'd really love to show you a whole new world instead of you thinking so much about just needles, like acupuncture and oriental medicine, TCM. Traditional Chinese medicine, not training Christine Mason this time, right? So it's up to you though. How much do you want to study? How much do you want to pay attention? What matters? I'm kind of obsessed with TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, only because it has helped me so much in my personal lifetime, and like I feel very fortunate to have been able to share that with some other people who really enjoyed that experience. Most of all, it's just the healing it brings. People don't ever think about just simple little things like herbs or spices or what food they're putting into their body and what's actually happening in their skin, right? Their epidermis. 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 Yeah. Bring it. Yo, baking soda and Epsom salt, it works. Ah, it's annoying. Excuse me. You gonna stay? Yeah, and my fingers are really wet, so be patient. I'm working hard here. Jeez Louise, how many times are you gonna market that product? Come on. Some privacy, right? Wanna look at all my makeup? No makeup today, bruh. No mask. The hardest one is definitely to do the face. So like sample, like barely see anything though. Deal with it. I can literally hear my heartbeat. I'm trying to like chill. My heart's like freaking out. Man, there's no healer for me like the water. Like, I can only imagine what it's like to go to like hot springs somewhere in the world. Like natural minerals from the dirt and everything, you know? My inner kid wants to build like my own bathhouse with my own crystals, each different mineral for every different thing, you know? Maybe like black salt or like bay leaves, thyme, ginger, I don't know, depending what they need at that time. To work for that epidermis stuff, man. Oh, jeez. Spilling water everywhere. My faint. There's like a guy on here that's talking about like arranged marriages, it looks like. Yo, you're seeing the live comments. You see how like they're messing with the minds of individuals. And how possibly that could be a robot and just someone's reading the comments and their mind is being trolled like that, thinking like, oh my God. People don't think like that, how their mind is like a computer, that anything can get uploaded to it and it can believe it the moment it hears it. Just for a moment, even if it's false, it'll believe it just so it can feel it out and figure out, is that true? That's a great question that was given to me by Dwayne. Is it true? Ask yourself that repeatedly when you tell yourself negative things, especially. Sometimes positive things can be that way too if you're daydreaming and wanting to look the other way. You know, the saddest thing about this is like, if I... Some people get really mad if I even talk that way, right? That's also shady, right? Like, I can't have an opinion, I can't feel. Like, if I didn't have a leg, staph infection would still attack my arms or other places, right? I think I need some ice cold water. Un momento. Release. Look, it zoomed in on me. I'll try. What kind of aquaphile doesn't like diving? How did I get soap all over my, like, one of my favorite t-shirts? Why didn't anybody tell me in the comments? Why aren't people like, hey, did you know that you did that? Or that I can see that, or this is going on? Did you know? Can I help you out? I'm just gonna ignore it. Neglect is not the answer. When will you learn neglect is not the answer? Some of you don't even know what neglect is. I suggest you spend some time looking up neglect and really understanding. And having compassion for yourself and others who were neglected and understanding the wider field of consciousness and what's going on in your present moment, instead of running away from the present moment, trying to change it or ignore and deny the reality, the truth. I'm like, house. I need some, like, I call it open water. I can die. Not just die, but like free swim, you know? Just like go. It's so hard to sit still and be present, especially like in the hot tub. Oh, it brings up all stuff. Hands free. As much as it like hurts and is irritable, I know it's good for it, you know? And the way that I know this is from messing with ultraviolet light, because I learned very quickly through personal experience how quickly that ultraviolet light works. So much work though. What's worth it, you know? Is it worth the pain? Like a few minutes with the light? Or you just let it keep swelling up, you know? Or do you go to like the hospital protocol, which is typically cutting it open and trying to get inside there? Which I don't think that's appropriate personally. And I think dermatologists would agree personally. However, I've never seen a dermatologist, and I would love to interview one and just pick maybe like 3 people's different brains, you know? I have met a few specialists who agreed. They agreed how important it was to attack it from the inside with, you could say, herbal remedies, plants, diet, cooking the food, different stuff. Like some don't think you should bathe and take baths. Some say otherwise. I say it depends on what the stage is at, you know? It really depends. It depends on what you're eating. And if you think that you're eating good and then you're cheating and you're adding like this or that, onto another soap. I just think it's ironic. It's ironic and it makes me question if I learned the lesson. The itchiness is just so extreme. Oh man. I don't even have nails to itch it. Just brutal. Some people say that if you get this, like if you get a staph infection, putting bleach on the wound, on the boo-boo. A lot of people are against that though too. I won't lie, I've done it before, but I really rather not go to that extreme measurement. So sucky. Oh, dude. It's like a tiny circle. It was much bigger yesterday, but still, like trying to get it smaller. I had like another on the underleg. Not sure if you can see. And then there. Oh man. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I question if there's some wrestlers and fighters that would. It's funny, but it's not funny at the same time. What else I think is ironic is like, imagine all the times that like you take the moment for granted, right? And then you go through this and you're like, huh, I really don't want to be taken out like this, right? I know I'm excited to be with you, God, and I'll just, does it have to really be now? Ooh, are you sure it's my time? Oh, man. Sometimes it's hard to find my will, you know? Oh, this is just like one of the most frustrating things to deal with under the skin. There's not really like many tests for it, you know? Like it has to be like full-blown crazy in order for them to be able to check like a specimen. No way, no how. No scalpel for me. I'll pass. I'll pass. People like complain about so many tiny little things but forget how important the health is. Even I forget until like I get sick again. I'm like, oh man. Sometimes like I question though, like I recently started having like a spiritual awakening, you could say. And so like my inner kid was just curious, like spiritual meaning of staph infection. And what came up was saying that I'm bitter. Oh, and then I'm angry at God, and I can't see God in every single moment and in every person and thing. It's almost like that shamanism, animism, like all that. And I was like, ooh, I resonate with that. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep applying this on the dry wound until the morning, and then maybe I'll wash it and keep it fresh for the doctor. I'm trying to be like positive, you know? What else can I do? Do I just cry and whine and be like, well, I'm all alone? You know, I can't do that. Not allowed. Not allowed. Trina says Trina is not allowed. Must keep moving forward. I'm kind of kidding because I believe God's got my back throughout all this, and I kind of like, I'm just now starting to understand all of that, and just like all I can do is just do my best. I'm gonna get out of here and do my thing. If you have higher expectations of me, I suggest you to become one with the rest of the agents to my happiness that are a part of my world inside my portals, which are in the link below. Ho'oponopono. 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 Jabaguan. Namaste. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Aho.